Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of this matchup between Adobe Systems and West Monroe Partners. Uh, let's take a look at the players who are going to be playing in this game. Now, as I mentioned, it is Game 3. Unfortunately, Game 2 had to be a forfeit. No one from West Monroe showed up. And so Adobe starts out with an early forfeit win, and if you're looking for the results of that first game, it was another win by Adobe. So Adobe is up 2-0, as you can see in our beautiful, beautiful AHGL overlay. What is the AHGL, you might ask? Well, I will tell you, player who asks very good questions. The AHGL is the After Hours Gaming League, where people from companies such as Adobe or such as West Monroe Partners can band together with their teammates and fight the evil enemy. Well, not evil, but, I'm writing a story. Bear with me. Can fight the evil enemies in the game StarCraft 2. Now, let us take a closer look at our players. In the bottom left is going to be our player from Adobe. He's up 2-0. He's a software engineer who loves working with the people at Adobe and also learning how to cook. It is Luffy. And up in the top right, opting for a spawning pool first, the man with the plan from West Monroe Partners. He is a workforce optimization experienced consultant who likes the flex time, the traveling, and the home ration, and great coworkers at West Monroe. It is PigFish. And one thing PigFish hates is scouting probes. This probe is going to have to run for his life away from this angry drone army. They're just throwing a riot here, and they're finally going to go back to minerals after raising quite a ruckus about this scouting probe. Looks like Luffy's going to go for a Forge Fast Expand. Not sure how well this is going to fare because there is the second entrance into this natural, which is exposed from this ramp, which you can get to from here and here, which you can get to from here or here. So if West Monroe really wants to abuse this, he could go straight down there, but it looks like this was some sort of very early pool, and a couple lings out here already, but he's not going to be harassing with them. So meanwhile, an extractor steal had gone down for PigFish and Luffy's main, and it looks like he's going to be pulling back and looking at this as a super early aggressive attack. Now there's only 4 lings here and a queen and more drones coming out. So it doesn't look like this is going to be the end of the world, and a photon cannon in the mineral line of Luffy is going to protect him against any sort of early ling aggression. He might lose this pylon and this forge, although another cannon is going down. These 4 lings are going to be able to get a good surround on it. Will they be able to have the DPS to knock it down before it starts attacking them? He's electing to just run right past that, and it looks like he wants to go in and get workers, but this cannon is in a great position, and it is going to be able to cover this entire mineral line. So it doesn't look like there's going to be much harassment that he could do. He might be able to get some hits in on this assimilator, but that's just doesn't impact enough. And now this cannon is finished at the front, so Luffy is actually feeling pretty safe. This cannon is going to take out these 2 lings. He's going to get 1 hit on the probe, which is going to be quickly picked back up by the shield regeneration. Scouting probe finally goes down for PigFish, and it looks like he does get the first blood in this game, getting 2 workers. Must have been 2 different scouting probes. So Luffy knows what the follow-up is. He knows that his opponent does not really have that many drones. He's going to be going for a Roach War, and it looks like once he's tried to all-in, he just needs to all-in once again. Another drone moving out here. What is he going to build? What are you going to build, little drone? What do you want to be when you grow up? You want to be a hatchery. Do you? A hatchery? A hatchery! So he's going to be throwing down an expansion of his own. This is quite delayed. It's going to be after this Nexus, which almost never happens. Luffy's going to be finishing off his wall off with a... Take a guess. Take a guess. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a gateway? Is it going to be a pylon? Is it going to be another forge? Is it going to be a cannon? Is it going to be a Stargate? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Keep us in suspense. No more. Luffy, we need to know. I just got to look somewhere else. This probe is going to be scouting out this third and hopefully blocking it if the chance comes, but PigFish has several options for his third. He has this very close one, although it is very open. He has this one all the way out here, again very open, but gives him good control of this Zelnaga tower. And finally, he finished it up with a gateway. Oh, the suspense, the wonder was killing me. This expansion is going to be finished up for Luffy. He's only got the 1 gas, but, he was worried about that early ling pressure, and he's actually got plenty of gas right now. He's going to be getting out that mothership core to give him some even more defense for this Nexus. And you know what? This backdoor did not even come into play this game so far. Hatchery is going to be almost finished for PigFish, and it looks like he's trying his best to transition into a normal game. Just a handful of roaches and lings in here protecting against these scouting probes, because once again, PigFish hates scouting probes. They're the worst. They just walk into your base and call you a jerk. And what are you going to do? I mean, they go blah, 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 but, you know, that's Protoss for you're a jerk. Warping in a Zealot here to block this. And it looks like Luffy has finally realized that there is a back entrance here, so he's going to be throwing down this pylon to help block for him. More probes coming out. And another... Oh, it's Lair Tech going down for PigFish. It's the old 12 mineral drones into Lair Tech technique. Floating a lot of minerals, unfortunately, and getting a Spore Crawler way out here. I'm wondering if he's worried about any Stargate tech attacking over here, and he wants to move the Spore Colony down, because this isn't really in a great position to protect these workers here on this line. But we'll have to see what happens. This Mothership Core is going to be moving out, and looks like he's going to be getting a couple hits off on these roaches, but the roaches seem like they move faster. They do move faster than the Mothership Core, and he's going to pull it back, realizing that he's not going to get any hits. It's also an Overlord just chilling out here. Just chilling out. Just giving him some vision, and now it's going to get poked away by the Stalker. We'll have to see if it gets the kill, but, you know, it's seen everything, so it's too late. Another Stalker warping in here. Looks like he really doesn't want it to see that he has nothing to hide. So these roaches are out here at this far location. Could be keeping these in reserve for some sort of sneak attack. Could be just keeping check on the expansions. But at this point, I think PigFish just has to drone up hard. Let's take a look at the unit count. He's only 18 drones on 2 bases compared to the 42 probes of Luffy. And a third base going down, but, you know, 18 divided by 3, only 6 drones per base if you let that finish and you don't drone up anymore. A handful more drones coming out and a Spire going down. Looks like he really wants that Muta tech. So a very small army going to be pushing in here for Luffy. It looks like there's nothing here to defend, so there's going to be some free damage here. Force field going down to protect any of those units coming down. And he is going to see that Spire, which is being built down here. Looks like they're going to target down this hatchery, and I just don't think there's anything here to be able to save this hatchery. These 3 roaches are going to make their way back, but of course no speed. Forward pylon going down for Luffy so that he can warp in a bunch of stuff. Only about 4 gates, so this isn't really a 4-gate rush. It's just an attack that happens to have 4 gates. And here come these roaches, and the Stalker's forced to pull off the hatchery to deal with these roaches, but unfortunately there's just nothing that shoots up, so the Mothership Core is getting a ton of damage, and this hatchery is going to go down shortly thereafter. A couple more roaches coming out, but a really good force field keeps 2 of them out, and now more Stalkers have been warped in here to help take care of this. And it looks like Luffy can either turn around and be satisfied with his damage, which, you know, it looks like he's doing, or he could just walk straight up into the base. But it looks like he's going to be... No, he is going to walk straight up into the base. And there's only these 2 roaches here and a Spore Colony, which is going to be able to hit this Mothership Core, but, you know, some simple micro will keep that out of the attack range there while the ground army cleans that up. This Roach Warren is going to be the first to be attacked. I cannot believe this Mothership Core is not in range, and now the mutas are out, but unfortunately he's been building roaches, which has prompted Luffy to make all these Stalkers, and the Stalkers are going to clean up those mutas with no problem. They're going to be moving in here, taking out this Queen, taking out this other muta. This Mothership Core needs to pull back, and it does, and it's just not looking good. Now this third is hidden for PigFish, but unfortunately he's not able to build anything to take care of it. Corruptor is coming out to try and snipe down this Mothership Core. Unfortunately, it does not count as massive, so no bonus damage going down there. And only 1 muta coming out, and it's all the way over here for PigFish. Nothing else in the production tab. Meanwhile, a third base has been secured for Luffy. He's throwing down more gates. He sees blood. He wants to win, and it looks like he's going to be able to get it. And there's the GG. But is anyone leaving? Is this game actually over? I saw a GG. Why is the game still going? What's happening? This is some sort of bizarro world where games still occur. Again, this third down here with 1 lone mutalisk. He is the lone warrior, and there the game is finally over, and everyone's gonna leave. So a very good game by Luffy, able to defend that early Ling attack and then just go for blood Unfortunately, PigFish electing to try and get higher tech, but just extended too far, got way ahead of himself, and was just not able to defend his bases. So this is going to be the third win for Adobe. Remember that game 2 did end up being a forfeit. Sorry I can't cast that for you, but it's really difficult to just show two people not playing. So that is going to be a win for Adobe. They are going to take their first match in the HGLB League with a 3-0 win, and that's going to get them off to a really good start moving out from the group stage. West Monroe Partners, you had two really good games, and I wish you the best of luck in your future matches. Don't let this discourage you. You guys can always come back and do a really good job. So that's it for me. I'm signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching this cast. Please go to afterhoursgaming.tv and check out the rest of the cast, the rest of the matches, and everything that's going on there, because it's a great tournament being run by some great people, and there's a lot of great people playing as well. So, until next time, I'm signing off. Have a good night, and as always, good luck and have fun.